Today we're gonna be mapping using nodes. Now this one is kind of different from UV mapping, since UV mapping is more like wrapping a paper around our object, while this one it's like we're using projectors and projecting the texture onto our object. So stay tuned. Let's go. So first, open a new file, and we're gonna delete our camera and our lights first, and we're gonna go to our shading and just simply do our automatic setup. If you want a detailed version, you can go look at the part 1 of the PBR, but simply just click at our principal BSDF and press Ctrl Shift T and go to where you saved your textures, which should come in 4 or 5, like this. Now, if you are not sure how to set this up or where to get the textures, as I said, go to the PBR part 1 video. So yeah. So simply just set it up, and now you'll see, aside from the main part, there's the left part where it's the mapping. So there's the many ways you can like coordinate the textures onto our object. Right now we're using UV. UV is basically just a more advanced way of mapping our textures onto our object, but we're gonna do the simple way here. So now there are many ways, but most of them is for other uses, but right now we're gonna look for the object. That is the main one that we're gonna learn today. So you're gonna map using nodes, and you see when you change from UV to object like this, it's gonna look like the top has the textures properly, but the side isn't. So it's simply, right now, if you go to your textures, it's gonna say flat. So it's basically like using a projector and projecting our material onto our object from the top, so the side wouldn't get it. So if we change it to like box, now it's gonna project like your material from each side, like from top, side, front, back, bottom. It's gonna project from each side. Now there's still this line because you need to do it for every single texture that you have set up like this until it will be properly done. Okay. Now, since it's a box, it's pretty simple to do this. You don't really see the seam right here. But if you delete your cube and let's say you change it to a UV sphere, shade smooth it, and let's say you add the material again. Now you see it is using the box. If we use the flat, then it would look not that great. Now this one is looking okay a little bit because we're using the box, so it's still projecting from every single side. But you see this this line right here, it's basically the edge of the top projection and the side projection. It's meeting each other right here, and it's not doing a great job of like making it blend to each other. So if you want to do that, then you can go to your texture right here. Now below the box, you can increase the blend, which will blend the seams for us like this. So there you go. So I can just go ahead and increase the blend for each one. Now there is, it's not 1 0 and 1, it's kind of analog. You can set it up like that, but yeah, right now I'm just gonna use 1 for example. So now it's kind of hard to spot the seam now since we blended it like this. So that's about it for mapping. Over here there's other ways to coordinate it, like generate this one. The computer is gonna generate it for us like this, which there are pros and cons, but right now the best way for us is the object. Now if you want to try others, then you can go try it out, but it's not really gonna do anything. It's probably gonna like follow your view. So that's about it for mapping with nodes. So I will make the PBR part 3 soon, but this is for today, and yeah, okay.